In today's lesson, we're going to learn about the enum. The enum constrains the values that a variable can take to reduce errors. Currently, our status is a string, but the status can be only of one of maybe, let's say, 4 or 5 types. So we should constrain the value of the status to only 4 or 5 types. So we'll start off with from enum. We're going to import the enum package, and then we'll create a class for the name of the enum, and this is the food description status. So this is a human defined name, and we'll have the output be accessible either as a string or an enum. And it's quite simple. We just put the key, kind of like a key value for the enum. So let's create a little doc string so it comes up both for the AI, if you use AI to edit it, as well as for the human when we're doing development. This is a workflow application, and the status of the AI generated content, this is a key part of the tutorial. So one of the status is draft, right? So the junior staff has created it and wants to then submit it for approval. So from draft, it goes to pending review, and the review is by a senior manager. So we have the enum, I guess it's called a key, in uppercase, and it equals the actual value that's sent over. So there's approved, and then there's rejected. And I don't know whether it mattered or not, but I did go back and deleted the extra space in front of pending review. All right, we've designed our enum. Let's go down to the status within the food description model, and we're going to take a crack at using the enum. So the first thing is, instead of the string, which is kind of prone to error if we used a value that wasn't predefined, we're going to change it from the string to the food description status, which is the class that we just created. And we're going to use the enum right here. So it's food description status dot, in this case it's draft, because the default status would be draft when the AI first creates it. And then we're going to work on the create, read, update, delete file. The first one is saying that this optional is kind of too old school, and we should have a food description or a none instead. Or I guess I can delete the optional from typing, and it also appears that in the future I should change it from list with a capital L to list. That's not from the typing.list. But I'll make that change in the future. For now, I'm just focused on the enums, the status of the description. So let's look for the word status using Command F if you're on a Mac, or Control F on Windows. And the initial status will be the food description status dot draft. And let's look for more status. Okay, so I'm going to change the string into the enum. No double quotes. It's the name of the enum class dot, and then the key right there. Okay, let's go on to the next place where the status does occur in the code base. Current status is a string for pending review. We're going to change that into an enum. So we'll first start off with the the name of the class of the enum, which is food. Food description status dot, and it's the name of this particular enum value, which is pending review. Once the manager checks it, they're going to set it to approved. So we'll change the value in line 87 here to food description status dot approved, the name of this enum. And congratulations, you finished the section on enums. Your code is now easier to use and less prone to developer error. In the next video, we're going to extend the services, so join us soon.